How about that? How about that? How about that? Everything we talk about, ill intent, violence, physicality, execution, the will to win. Just win, baby.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Hey, what's up? Ralf in the building, and welcome to our late night edition of Straight Outta Nation. No Chargers, no Chiefs, no Broncos, just Raiders, baby. And for those guys who didn't know about this, because I'm doing a late night edition, is because, well, during the Hurricane Helene, I mean, the power went down for hours and I couldn't sleep. And that's really tough. Really tough. I mean, that hurricane just strike hits on the city, well, that I live, which is North Carolina. It really hits like a motherfucker. Well, fortunately, I'm still alive because, well, there was like a lot of injuries, there was a lot of deaths. And what I just saw over the news, it became like, oh man. But I know that I'm still safe, and right now I'm praying for those hard times. So I'm really hoping, because this late night, I'm gonna talk like at the very short about for the preview against Cleveland Browns. So don't get me wrong about this. And I know that I'm still struggling about for like dealing with the Hurricane Helene, but yes, I mean, that's a real fact. All right, so how's it going, Daniel Berry? Salute to you. Also, the man is in the building. Salute to you. So right now, it seems that it's not that easy at all. Grand Desert is in the building. I'm Capitán. Yes, how are you? That hurricane? Yeah, man. We all know about this, because what I talk about, because, well, over the last live stream that I just talked about for like the film study along with the special guest Carl Davis, I mean, Hurricane Helene was straight down, just like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. at the East Coast, and it just went so much hard, and I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to tell you it's gonna be like really short. I'm gonna give like a preview short, like the week number 4 against Cleveland Browns. Hey, how's it going, Easton? Salute to you, my boy Easton from Against the Fans. Yep, I'm doing well, sir. But right now, I'm gonna give like a short preview between for Las Vegas Raiders versus Cleveland Browns. Way ahead for like the week number 4 of the NFL 2024-2025. And after that, I just hearing all Antonio Pierce press conference, I mean, I knew it was gonna be like game over. Because after that I just saw between for the injury reports of three players. Three important players from the defense. First and foremost, they have Max Crosby, the defensive. Second, Devontae Adams. And number three, they got Michael Mayer, the tight end. It really sucks. It really sucks at all. Yep. Salute to you, Ash. I'm one of my brothers of Against the Fence. And I will see you there at the live stream of UFC in Paris. Because I know the Paris is going to be at 2 p.m. But yep, I'll be see you there. But between for the jury reports of Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, and Michael Mayer, it really hits a lot. Because I know it's going to be like a rolling up top players. Because what it was said about for the Friday, it means that, is that what Antonio Pierce said about for like the business decision? I really think so. Because I know they're really done. Because we just really cooked out. I mean, after a disastrous performance against Carolina Panthers, I know the shit was coming. I know the shit went through all down bad. Because I really thought that we just handled it very well against Carolina Panthers. But at the same time, we just screwed it all. And I'm not kidding about that, folks. Because what I just saw about the injury report is gonna be over. Over. And I was like, holy shit. What in the world we can resolve this? But it might be this kind. It happens every year. I know it happens every year, but I don't know if we can still like at a whole on the amount of step up knowing they can show that real need of the whole team. And it can't be like a Max Crosby or on defensive edge or an Adams on offense to be the only one to make plays. But they have still good enough players on the offense. But I just wanted to really step and make like the online better because Browns offenses are not that very good. But they gotta make it like an eye on it on the defense. But it just seemed like it's gonna work it. I don't know. I don't know about this, but but it seems that it's gonna be like a really worst at all. But sheesh. But what I really thought about for this game right now is very crucial at all. And I know about like the body language and the conversation along with Antonio Pierce conference. It seems that if they had so many times, because right now we had to deal against Cleveland Browns because they just had like the worst defense at a 3-game stretch since 1999. And they had paid like a more than $1 million for Deshaun Watson. But I don't know if we got a feeling if we come to like into the Cleveland Browns game. I don't know about that, but if they had like the feeling, probably not gonna make it. Because what I'm telling about for like the defense of the Cleveland Browns, it doesn't seem like the real same. It doesn't have the real same. Because if they want to, because they're gonna fighting against with Jacksonville and Tennessee for like the first overall quarterback for the next draft. I mean, that will be like in a typical fashion because they have no recourse. I mean, thinking about it, because it's gonna be like a rock fight between the worst offense in the league versus the worst offense in the league versus the worst rushing offense in the league. I mean, both teams are supported dominant defense, but in line out by awful offense with flashes of talent and non-consistency on the other team, but they don't have like the idea. One side has been like an accused of decisions and quitting mid-game, while it looks like they have been practicing offense, is not even thought about like defensive celebrations are more important than learning play zone. I mean, the red zone defense, they gotta feel like very better. And they're not better to screw it up. Because I don't think it's gonna be like somebody has a shoe to watch for general health concerns. But it seems that if they had nothing to probe off or like the blueprint, I mean, it's gonna be like a rough, tough Sunday ahead. Rough enough. But I know it's gonna be like really happening at all. But it's something that if we couldn't make it, we don't know about that. Yep. I just see it of Ashley Eaton to say, hope you're safe, bro. Also, there is Mr. Fuentes in the building. Salute to you, Mr. Fuentes. Next man up. Yep. Salute to you. But I guarantee that it's gonna be really tough enough. Really. It's gonna be rough in the head. There is no Max Crosby, there is no Michael Mayer, there is no Devontae Adams. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? What the fuck? But I don't really think that it's gonna be like a big game for like those players like Trey Turner, Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers. I mean, our offense and defense are going like at the point of like best or worst numbers. I mean, when it comes to like the Rock season, the firing of Josh McDaniels, I mean, they have someone to find a way. I mean, Trey Tucker should have like at least 100 last week with some better throws, and Bowers should get like 10 targets. I mean, hopefully, if we're gonna shine this week, they probably gonna need it. They're probably gonna need it. It depends how much, because after we just saw for like Carolina Panthers versus Las Vegas Raiders, we had terrible online, mid to low quarterback, and whatever we see about for like there is no chance at all. I mean, if we show what the offense could work, I mean that should be really different. That should be really different. But I'm worried about Alexander Madison or Samir White, because I know that Samir White it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Hey, how's it going, Elias on G? Salute to you. I mean, Samir White is not a big deal. There's no way that Samir White could be like it happen for the next big thing. I know this vision really sucks. I know he hasn't improved at all. He hasn't. He hasn't. And I really thought this could be like a make it or break it, but it seems that it's gonna be a lot of pain to see how much we're gonna suffer all of this. Because I know that Alexander Madison could be like the running back number one instead of Samir White. I know they prove me wrong. Prove me wrong about it. But it feels like we're stuck in with the nightmare for everything. I know that some persons they just wanted to like reliable on the hype at this moment. Because if you remember over the last few years, we just see like it between Josh McDaniels and Dave Seger. I mean, some persons they just really hyped up. But at the end of the time, they just prove it out that it's just like a fucking failure. But when they just brought Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco, there was a lot of persons who give like the hype up and they're ready to see how they're gonna evolve. Bring it back to Raiders old school football back to the roots. But it seems that they have a slow starting. I know that some new coaches have a slow starting. I mean, for example, Detroit Lions with Dan Campbell. They just finished the season 3 wins and 13 losses. I mean, it really happens. But I don't think that Antonio Pierce could like the same way as Dan Campbell. I don't know, because it's gonna be like a really risky at all. But it's kind of like really risky. But it's imagine how we lost a lot of players for injuries, specifically the offensive line. I mean, I really think that Antonio Pierce will give like Mass the rest of the need to probably recover his injury, which is like the correct decision. Really correct decision. But I really think that the opponent like semi clearly for the last 2 minutes, it will be like anything. But I think that Max Crosby shouldn't have played for last week either. I mean, I wonder if they're gonna let Levante get healthy for everything. I mean, that was something similar to the fit of last week. But I'm very sure because if they now having like a deep roster, I mean the injury is gonna really hurt. Well, there was like another man to get it like the Nets man up. I mean, hope the rest of them to go for like give it like healthy. I mean, Tucker and Myers are very fun. So if they will see like the targets, would they hate like Spillane and Hobbs coming out on some places? If they're gonna step it up, but there's one thing which is Tyree Wilson. I know this still has a lot of flashes, but it seems that we're just like definitely cook, because I know that I'm just being like delusional. I know it's gonna be like really delusional, but I mean, I know this is thinking about like it's something to do with like the comments about for like business decision. I mean, that's something very peculiar about for like both sitting up for a Sunday's game. I mean, could we ever think of the cores and is that happen? I mean, if we're gonna push through adversity and find a way to just win, I mean, that would be like really insane. I mean, there's nothing wrong. If we have done yet, I mean, we just wanted to really step it up. Yep. We just wanted to really step it up. All right, so I'm gonna show like a short video of what Antonio Pierce said about for like the press conference. So if my internet is not gonna, well, if it's not gonna screw it out right now. All right. So let me check for this right now. And don't forget to subscribe to Capitán Rafucho on YouTube. But also you can follow me on every social media like Twitter, Instagram, Rumble. I mean, I'm everywhere. And whoops, I think I just messed up. But let me tell you for this one, because when I heard about like Antonio Pierce conference, I mean, it seems that everything went down for like control. I mean, there's like a lot of up there. I mean, it's really worst. All right, so I know that I'm just coming up for this one. All right, so there you go. All right, so this is Antonio Pierce, and listen for these words about for the press conference on Friday. So right now it seems that. All right, so let's check them out right now. And 1, 2, 3.
Game more to you about the Raiders than the Browns?
Be honest, every game. I said that last week against Carolina. I didn't mean that disrespectful when I say that. It's always about us, right? We always don't worry about ourselves. We don't worry about who's not playing for the other team, what issues they're going through. We have our own, as I just announced right now. It's about us getting better and getting the best 11 out there and getting the best team ready, prepared to execute in situational football, end of half, in the game, and to play a full game with the effort and the passion that we've displayed.
You just mentioned, two of your best players are not going to be in this game, Michael Mayer, tight end. Opportunity for some younger players, other players to step up.
And we're excited about it. I mean, great opportunity. Harrison Bryant, right? Shaker, Brock Bowers. Feel good about those three. And then, you talked about Devontae, but, you got, Jacoby Myers, who we really feel good about. And obviously, in most teams, he'll be their number one. And it's a great opportunity for him to go and show that as well. But collectively, nobody needs to be Devontae Adams. I don't need another Devontae. There's only one, right? I just need the best version of Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, CJ Turner, and the rest of those receivers.
Any sense on Devontae in terms of
Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce
speaking to the media today, confirmed.
All right, so there you have it. So that's the words between. Oh, that's the words between Antonio Pierce. What I was said about for like the press conference, and what I was talking about for like the press conference. I mean, that was like it's gonna be like it is so tough to see how important it is not gonna be like a really done enough. I mean, we've been seeing like this one before. We've been seeing that before because it really happens a lot. It happens a lot for like every team when it comes to like a brand new coach, brand new ideas, but it still got the same. Still got the same. And we need to prove the other world that we're not like the laughing stock. We had proven all these teams because I know we had so many weapons, but we had to take it or like take advantage and shutting down the haters. I know they have a lot of faith, but I don't think it's gonna be like another game. But it seems that this is like the most crucial moment that we want to see like the whole nation because I know the whole nation is gonna be watching all from the game. So there'll be like a lot of surprises, a lot of disappointment, but it seems that if we can handle about for like the offense just like we did against for Baltimore Ravens, I mean that should be really enough of that. That should really enough. But I don't think it's gonna be like so much painful to see how I'm gonna watch it. I know it's gonna be really tough because what I just saw for like the press conference, I mean, like was perfectly done, and I just wanted to make sure that if Max Crosby is out, if Devontae Adams is out, if Michael Mayer is out, what the hell are we gonna stop against Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson? I mean, how? How are we gonna deal with that? How? I mean, is this gonna be like a real answer? We don't know about that because we have no game plan around for this Sunday. I know the Max Crosby and Monty Adams is gonna be like a very glue to the defense, but if some other players like Brock Bowers and Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers could really the next big thing to step it off to the game, I'll be impressed. But the only issue we just got is the quarterback situation. Yep, the quarterback situation between Gardner Minshew and Eden O'Connor. But I know wasn't that very great at all because they're gonna stick enough for everything. But he didn't look like very healthy. And what I will see about for like how many throws that Gardner Minshew has been thrown, because I know he throws like his accuracy, but it seems that he needs to get like a very involved. I mean, it's not like the mobile quarterback that we want to see about it. When his pocket pressure is too bad. It's really too bad. And I know that's something that I was not really expected that we want to do about it. Not really to do about it. So I know it's gonna be like a really short at all, but it seems that it should be happen for the rest. It should be. But right now I just wanted to tell about like the key players between for the game between Las Vegas Raiders versus Cleveland Browns. Brock Bowers. It should be like an interesting candidate. But I know the tight end suffered like a slow start as a rookie. But it seems that if Brock Bowers could really shine on that game against Cleveland Browns, this production is going to be like a ranking amount, the highest one. The highest one. But I'm telling you, because I know the insane production that he made in Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, That should be really interesting to watch. Also, there is like another key player, which is Trey Tucker. I know that with the injury report of Devontae Adams, I mean, Trey Tucker should be like interesting to watch. I mean, it should be like a lot of production if we want to see like really gets through for like the special and the running backs, which is like the very important. And I know there's, I mean, White is going to be there and Alexander Madison, but it seems that if we really step up to the game for at least like playing much aggressive, I'll be more happy than that. I'll be more happy than that. It seems that if we can trust about like the wide receiver room, I mean, because there's like a lot of potential that we wanted to feel, a lot of potential, but it feels like if we can handle against Amari Cooper, which is like a former Dallas Cowboys, and I know it's gonna be something that we wanted to involve to attack the defense. I mean, wow, they should be proud of it. They should be proud of it. So I know the playbook of Lugansia looks like really worse than the techno move. I mean, shish, what a good up and down. So it feels like if we have enough to prove themselves, I mean, after we just see like it'll ruin it all because they'll be without 3 key players. Not only there is Max Crosby and Devontae Adams, but also there is Taya Mumford, Devon Diablo, Malcolm Mayer. But check this out about this, folks. I mean, it's really tough that we want to see like really success. But as a matter of fact, we want to get up in the game and let's see how it'll work. Also, there is like another player that I want to see about it, which is like the key, the most important from the game against Cleveland Browns. If we don't want it to screw it up, I mean, that should have happened. That should really happen at all. But of course, it seems that if we wanted to trust it about Brock Bowers' defense, Brock Bowers' production, also there is Trey Tucker, also there's Jacoby Myers. If the defensive edge, Tyree Wilson, improves vision, improves production, and improve like his blocking scheme, there will be a lot of the surprising at all. I know there are so many athletes at the roster, the Raiders doesn't have like the energy. Some players they have a lack of their energy and they have lack of compassion. I really know about that. But if they want to really step up to the game, I'm really proud of that. Because some players have a lack of vision, lack of improvement, lack of leadership. And when it comes to those people, because Max Crosby can't handle it alone. He can't handle it alone. I mean about that. He needs like a lot of more help on the defense. Because I know he can really shut it down for like the sacks and everything. Max Crosby can't handle this alone. He really needs help to prove that everything. I mean, that's kind of like very important. But I'm not saying if it's gonna lose it at all. But it seems that go for everything. Because we all injuries, it really felt enough who's gonna play, who's not, but it should be like a lot of try. Also, there's like another example. Key player of that match, Colton Miller. Colton Miller will be there. Because if it's gonna be like the biggest star, take it on the field, let's add rusher. And they gotta face another big test, which is Myles Garrett. Yep. Myles Garrett. I'm very sure about that. And who should be allowed to be expected about it? I mean, Colton Miller has probably looked like worst hitter would look at a look gets in new zone blocking scheme, but he has already surrendered like 5 sacks around for the season. If this could get really messy if we aren't careful. Yep, it could be like a lot of careful. Also for Jacoby Bennett versus Amari Cooper. I mean, another tough test. It should be like really enough. Also, there's Tyree Wilson versus DeBon Jones. I mean, DeBon Jones, it should be like a big threat for like Las Vegas Raiders. We should be careful about that. And without Max Crosby, I mean, there is like a lot of hope. But I don't think that Tyree Wilson will be adapt at this level. I know the first year as a rookie, he just went like it was so wrong, and he doesn't really adapt this vision, his productivity, also his lack of the confidence. He should be happy to really enough. But it seems that I don't think that Tyree Wilson could be the situation. Could be. It could be. Also, I apologize for the technical issues that I just got it. Don't worry about it because I'll probably it's gonna be like a really short, and I know the late night it's it's really like happening on this one. But I'm really sorry about that. Yep. I know that sometimes but my computer is really fucked up, but let's just keep a look at a lot of try. Let's just keep a look at a lot of try, and I know they're like very awful, to be honest. I should be honest with it too. But it seems that it could be. It could be anything. But at the end of the time, we have something to make it. And I don't know if I can talk for a long. I know the computer is went so crazy about it. So I just need like a GoFundMe to like GoFundMe for a computer if this one it doesn't look good. I know sometimes it really sucks at it all. Yeah, it really sucks at it all. It's kind of like pretty much at it all. But I know that seems that it really sucks. It really sucks at it. I know. I know about that. But listen, I know it feels like oh. Do you guys really hear me? I know that you guys really hear me, but I don't know if you can saw me. I don't know if they can understand. I know my internet connection is well after the Hurricane Helene, and of course for the computer. I mean, that looks very worst at all. And it seems that yep, I should get probably done, but I know that I can continue the show, but I feel like if the defense could really step up to the game, like a tall, like a few times, if the playbook of Luke Getsy gets more creative and not being like shabby and conservative, if we can play something and let it out for everything, let it out. And It should be like really enough for this one. It should be. It should be. So let's just see what do they got. And it was really worst. All right, so I came back. Sorry about for like the technical issues that I just got, but yeah, I'm on my phone, but not for a long time. But all right, so I know that I just see like a lot of comments right now, but yeah, I'm gonna take a well, not that really sure right now, but it seems that if we need to step up to the defense, I mean, that should be great. That should be great, like for all of us. That should be great for all of us. So yes, and I know that I had to figure it out about like the internet connection and everything. So, and I apologize for again. But right now, I'm gonna head out right now because I haven't slept for like a few hours. But I know it's gonna be like a really tough. But thanks a lot for joining us for this late night edition with the Capitán Rafucho talking about for the Raiders and the preview between for Las Vegas Raiders versus Cleveland Browns. So hope to see you there. And it's time. Well, probably internet connection is gonna perfectly good, and also for everything. So I just want to tell you, salute to everybody else. Don't forget to subscribe to Capitán Rafucho on YouTube. And of course, you can follow me on every social media on Twitter, Instagram, Rumble. I'm everywhere. So thank you very much. And I hope to see you there next time. So, well, hopefully. So there you goes. All right. Rafucho just gave it like the three keys to the Raiders will win. Oh, just like very quick at all. All right. So I know it's going to be like the three keys to win: confidence, Trey Tucker, and Brock Bowers. That'll be like the three keys of the game against Cleveland Browns. And I'm very more expected about that. I'm very more expected. But anyways, you got the storm there. Some the tension is going in and out. Yeah, it's gonna be ailing out, but just like the movie. But all right, so fellas, I'm out of here. No, I don't think I'm very froze at all. I'm not thinking I'm very froze. But anyways, salute to everybody else, and I hope you see you there next time. Whoops, wrong bottom. Have a good night.